Babies are amazing. They bring so much joy and wonder into our lives with their innocent smiles and playful antics. They may not be able to talk, but they have their own special ways of communicating. From the moment they are born, babies start to express themselves through a variety of sounds and movements. Even before they can say mama or dada, babies use cries, movements, and facial expressions to tell us what they need. Each cry can mean something different: hunger, discomfort, or simply the need for a cuddle. It's like a secret language just between you and your little one. This unique form of communication helps to create a special bond that is essential for their emotional and social development. Learning to understand these signals is key to building a strong and loving bond with your baby. When you respond to their needs, you are teaching them that they are safe and loved. Imagine a world without words, a place where every need and feeling must be conveyed through actions and sounds. That's what it's like for your baby. They rely on you to interpret their signals and respond in a way that makes them feel understood and cared for. It's up to us, as parents, to become fluent in their language. This means paying close attention to their behaviors and learning to recognize what each gesture or sound might mean. By paying close attention to their subtle cues, we can learn to interpret their needs and respond accordingly. This not only helps to meet their immediate needs, but also builds a foundation of trust. This understanding fosters a sense of trust and security between parent and child. When a baby feels secure, they are more likely to explore their environment and develop new skills. As you become more attuned to your baby's signals, you'll be amazed at how well you can communicate with each other. This mutual understanding can make everyday interactions more enjoyable and fulfilling. It's like unlocking a secret code that deepens your connection. Each smile, coo, and gesture becomes a meaningful part of your relationship. Just like adults, babies have different ways of expressing themselves. Some might be more vocal, while others use more physical gestures to communicate. Some babies are very vocal, while others are more subtle in their communication. It's important to recognize and respect these individual differences. The key is to pay attention to your baby's individual cues and learn what they mean. This requires patience and observation, but the effort is well worth it. It's like learning a new language. It takes time and practice. But with each interaction, you become more fluent in understanding your baby's unique way of communicating. But the rewards are immeasurable. The joy of seeing your baby respond to you, the comfort of knowing you can meet their needs, and the deep bond that forms as a result are priceless. By understanding your baby's language, you'll be giving them the best possible start in life. This early communication lays the groundwork for a lifetime of trust, love, and mutual understanding. Imagine being hungry, your stomach growling, and feeling a deep sense of discomfort, and not being able to ask for food. You can't say, "I'm hungry," or even point to what you need. Or feeling tired, your eyes heavy, your body yearning for rest, but not knowing how to say you need a nap. This is what it's like for babies before they can talk. They experience all these feelings and sensations but lack the words to express them. They rely entirely on us, their caregivers, to understand their needs and respond appropriately. It's a delicate dance of observation and intuition. When we recognize and respond to our baby's cues, we are telling them that their needs are important to us. This isn't just about meeting their physical needs, it's about emotional connection. This builds a foundation of trust and security that is essential for their emotional well-being. A baby who feels understood and cared for is more likely to develop a secure attachment. Imagine being heard and understood without saying a word. It's a powerful feeling, one that fosters a deep sense of belonging and safety. That's the power of recognizing your baby's cues. It's a silent language, a form of communication that goes beyond words. Responding quickly to your baby's signals also helps them learn that the world is a safe and predictable place. They begin to understand that their needs will be met, and this predictability is crucial for their development. When they cry because they're hungry, and we promptly feed them, they learn that their needs will be met. This isn't just about food, it's about trust and reliability. This fosters a sense of security and confidence as they grow. They start to explore their world with the assurance that their caregiver is there for them. It's like building a strong foundation for a lifetime of healthy relationships. The early bonds formed through these interactions set the stage for future social and emotional development. Recognizing and responding to your baby's cues is a two-way street. It's a dynamic process that evolves as your baby grows and their needs change. It not only benefits your baby's well-being, but also strengthens the bond between parent and child. This bond is the cornerstone of a healthy, loving relationship. It's through these early interactions that deep, loving connections are formed, creating a solid base for a lifetime of love and understanding. These moments of connection are precious and irreplaceable. So take the time to observe, listen, and respond to your baby's cues. In doing so, you're not just meeting their immediate needs, you're nurturing their emotional and psychological growth, laying the groundwork for a resilient and loving individual. One of the most important things babies need to communicate is hunger. Understanding these cues can help ensure that your baby is well-fed and content. After all, those tiny tummies need regular refills. Babies grow rapidly, and their nutritional needs are high, so frequent feeding is essential. Luckily, babies have several ways of letting us know when they're ready for a feed. These cues can be subtle at first, but with practice, you'll become adept at recognizing them. One of the most common feeding cues is rooting. This instinctive behavior is a baby's way of searching for food. This is when your baby turns their head from side to side, as if searching for something. It's a clear indication that they're looking for a nipple or bottle. Another common hunger cue is bringing their hands to their mouth or sucking on their fingers. This action helps them self-soothe and signals their readiness to eat. This is a sure sign that your little one is ready to latch on. When you see this, it's a good time to offer a feed. Of course, crying is also a sign of hunger, but it's usually a late cue. By the time a baby is crying, they may already be feeling quite distressed. This means your baby has been trying to tell you they're hungry for a while, and now they're getting really upset. It's best to catch the earlier cues to avoid this stage. Learning to recognize your baby's early feeding cues can make feeding time much smoother for both of you. It can also help build a stronger bond between you and your baby. It's like learning to speak your baby's language and understanding their needs before they escalate. This understanding fosters a sense of security and trust in your baby. By responding promptly to these early cues, you can avoid getting to the point where your baby becomes overly hungry and distressed. This not only makes feeding more pleasant, but also supports your baby's overall well-being and development. Remember, every baby is unique, and with time, you'll become more attuned to your baby's specific signals and needs. Just like adults, babies need plenty of sleep to thrive. In fact, newborns sleep for most of the day. But how can you tell when your little one is tired? One of the most obvious signs is rubbing their eyes or pulling at their ears. This is a classic sleepy cue that most babies display. Yawning is another telltale sign that your baby is ready for a nap. You might also notice that your baby becomes quieter and less active when they're tired. They might lose interest in toys or people and become more still. Paying attention to these subtle cues can help you establish a consistent sleep routine for your baby, which is essential for their growth and development. Remember that overtired babies can be harder to settle, so try to put your baby down for a nap as soon as you see those sleepy signals. Creating a calm and soothing bedtime routine can also help signal to your baby that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep.